Yeah.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
How goes it? Hi. Oh, sorry, oops.
So, after spending I don't know, how long has it been? About a year in this community, I realized I don't really know about a lot about anyone or how they even started streaming. So, I thought I'd just start up a Discord call and ask questions on stream.
Cool. Well, thank you for considering me. I'm very excited. I really love and appreciate like Fronty and you guys and his brother, so it's an honor.
How's everyone's day going?
Pretty good, pretty good. Um, didn't really do much. How about you? How's your day going?
Well, I went home early from work thinking I was sick. Turns out I wasn't. So, yeah.
Okay. Glad you're not sick. Are you feeling better?
Yeah.
Okay. Good, good.
Hi,
I'm sorry you
hungry.
weren't feeling good.
I'm sorry, Eps. It's just my grandma always did that, so it's a habit.
James is ready to be a dad in the future with those jokes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so first and foremost, if you could go back in time and ask yourself or tell yourself one piece of advice about streaming, what would it be? I'm totally not asking because I still have no clue what I'm doing. Obviously
Yeah.
not.
That's a good question. If I could go back and give myself some advice on streaming, I would say uh to not be so nervous and not be in your head so much, because the first day that I streamed I almost had a panic attack. I didn't, because I like was able to use grounding techniques and be okay, but I would definitely tell myself that like it's gonna be fine, you're gonna be fine, just like have fun and be yourself.
All right,
Yeah.
good advice.
Yes, yes.
If you had to give one main reason for why people watch you, what would it be?
Ooh, these are really good questions so far.
Chat,
Um,
feel free to give your own interpretation.
let's see. One good reason I think is I'd like to think that I provide like a fun and safe space, like where people can be themselves and be free to like maybe ask questions about games that they might not be comfortable asking other people. Because um my whole spiel and vibe is like I didn't really grow up with too many games, not until a much later age, and I would always kind of feel like shy or nervous asking people, like not seeming knowledgeable enough in the subject matter. So I want others to feel that it's okay to not know everything about games, and like it's totally like a fun and safe space to learn about that and to be okay with it. We're not gonna like judge or shame other people for not knowing enough. So I would say that.
Epps wrote in chat that it's because she's a queen, period.
Thank you.
And later he wrote, I don't know why I spelled it out. I meant
Oh,
just the
I thought
punctuation.
I thought he meant period with a T, like period. But that works too.
There's a T in period?
Not technically. It's just like when people kind of say it like period, like being sassy a little bit, they'll add a T.
Ah.
The youths.
Um, do you have any advice for people new to streaming and content creation?
Ooh, yes, I would say, not to worry so much about your setup and having everything like perfect or expensive or top of the line. You could really do a lot with a very basic setup, and that's something that can always be upgraded later. And I would say also to not focus so much on what you think other people would want to see. Just do what you want to do because it does result in a more genuine like connection and more genuine content, I would say, and people are literally there for you and what you can provide and, not what others provide. So yeah. Yeah, what Ep said.
Sorry, just adding in more questions because I'm totally well prepared for this.
No worries. So far, your questions have been very good. So you're doing a great job.
Ep says try everything until you find that niche of yours, your own comfort zone. Pretty solid
Hmm.
advice.
Yeah, absolutely. And to not feel discouraged that it might take a few tries to get to that point too. And it's also okay to have many different interests and, just trust the process of trial and error. Mhm.
Ep says wonderful questions. Thank you. I spent many a minute coming up with them. Anyway, how were you made aware of Twitch in general, and what gave you the idea to start streaming?
I think I just heard about Twitch, like people talking about it, kind of like how they would talk about YouTube or a different type of social media platform. Um, I truthfully didn't really watch a lot of Twitch until I started streaming,
Oh.
and I wanted to do something out of my comfort zone. It was something that I had like a little bit of interest in but maybe was a little too shy or scared to go into. But I got a lot of encouragement from my husband, No Foreign, to just go for it because he was very familiar with the space.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's pretty much how I got into it, and I'm really glad that I did because I've met wonderful people such as yourself, and I
Aw,
don't think,
thanks.
yeah, I don't think I'll stop at least not until I get really old or something.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I was aware of Twitch, but considering Twitch gives you 8 30-second ads right at the
Yeah.
start of the stream and then 2 minutes of ad every 15 minutes, I was just, it's not worth it at this time. I'll just binge YouTube videos.
Yeah, I get that. And it's nice that Twitch does have the option of VODs where you can always go back and watch people's streams, but there are definitely things that could be a little bit more user friendly for sure. So I definitely empathize with that.
When you realized you had built up this incredible community, what were your thoughts?
Uh, I think I felt very thankful, grateful for sure, and surprised. I had no expectations as far as like what would happen after streaming. I really thought maybe I would just stream to like a couple close friends that I already know, like, from before streaming. And I really did not expect to have such a wonderful community. I still find it very surprising every single day, and I'm just kind of taking it day by day and just super thankful, because now I have, like, more friends in the online space and friends that, we have, like, more, places to visit in the future, like, we might take an East Coast trip to visit friends, we might, like, visit Ep, so it's just been really wonderful and, nothing but, like, a positive experience.
Mm-hmm. And
Mhm.
what types of content do you want to make in the future? It could be anything from a new type of stream, a new game, a new anything.
Okay. I think I'd like to eventually do more art streams. I'd like to get maybe an iPad dive into digital art a little bit more because I have found drawing to be really fun and therapeutic. I don't think it's something I could monetize like selling stickers or stuff like that, like physical merchandise, but I think it would be really fun to create on stream. Maybe even do like some cooking streams in the future, but I think those limitations are more so like setup things. Yeah, I think that's what I would mostly like to do. How about you? Is there something that you would like to dive into in the future?
Mm, well, I'm no good at art, no matter how much I try. So,
It
hmm,
can be pretty hard, I feel
maybe
like.
more of this in the future. I don't
Oh,
know.
like more interviews? You do see
Yeah.
yourself in that? Cool.
Now that's all the questions I have about streaming. Now just
Okay.
questions I want to ask about you because I don't really know much about you.
That is fair. Likewise.
What's your favorite movie?
Ooh, my favorite movie is The Grand Budapest Hotel. It's a Wes Anderson movie. Have you seen it before?
No, unfortunately.
That's okay. I recommend it to everybody. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it has humor. It's a beautifully filmed movie, like color schemes and everything. Like he's really created a world. There's some drama, there's a little bit of action. I think it's a great movie and he didn't use a lot of crazy special effects to achieve certain scenes, so I think it's really cool how like crafty he got
So it's a
with
bunch
like
of
the scene
matte
setup.
paintings.
Bunch of matte paintings. Are you looking it up?
No.
Okay,
I
okay.
just imagine no CGI to make giant landscapes. It's a bunch of miniatures and matte paintings.
Yep, yep. And there is like one scene in particular that comes to mind where they use miniatures and it's just super funny and silly. Yeah, that's my favorite movie. Yeah. How about you? What's your favorite movie?
Um, you're gonna call me. It's gonna. It's really basic, but
That's
Star
okay.
Wars Episode 5.
I don't like to say basic, I like to say classic. So I think you
Yeah.
just have classic taste. But that's a good one.
What can I say about it other than people are quoting it? I want to say 44 years after it came out.
Yeah, that says a lot about a movie, you know,
Hmm.
how much of an impact it has. So, yeah, not basic at all.
What was one of your what? First of all, what's your favorite game?
Uh, that's That's so hard because I feel like it keeps changing as I'm discovering more games. Like I mentioned before, I didn't really get to play a lot of games when I was younger, just because my parents were more about like school and focusing on that and not wanting me to be like glued to a TV, which isn't a bad thing, but that was
Fair.
just their mentality, you know, that's like what they were thinking. Um, but uh Let's see. Maybe favorite one from childhood was definitely the Sly Cooper series. That was like one of the first that I was introduced to and made me realize how much I like those type of games, like adventure games with some puzzles. Um, but maybe favorite
And
probably Hollow
nowadays,
Knight. Yeah, probably Hollow Knight nowadays.
wow,
Similar vibes, yeah.
I never would have guessed given your
Yeah.
Discord profile picture.
What? I know, right? Like, I'm so predictable. But
Nah,
it's a
the
real
Metroidvania series, the Metroidvania genre is classic.
Yeah, and that was really my first Metroidvania. I really didn't know anything about the genre or anything, but that did open my eyes on like discovering more games like that, and it's just so good. And it's the only game,
One
well,
second.
probably the first game. Oh yeah, no, you're fine.
Sorry, my
Bye.
grandma was calling.
No worries. Bye, Grandma.
Hmm.
But yeah, it is definitely the game that kind of like introduced me to that genre, and it's one of the first games that wanted me to continue playing it like discovering every single secret, every like trying to get every single percent. Because normally, if I complete a game, I feel very satisfied with the story, but that one I wanted more and more of it. And sure, Overwatch can be my number two. Sure. I see people commenting about Overwatch in chat, but yeah.
Um, what's one of your favorite childhood memories?
Ooh, that's a tough one too. Favorite memory? Hmm. I don't know. I had a lot of really good memories. Maybe like trick or treating with my dad. That was super fun. That was like something that we would do every Halloween up until I got probably like the first year of high school, but that was really fun. Like we would go to specific neighborhoods that had like really good candy, like more wealthy neighborhoods.
Where they give you like 5 pieces of small candy or a full size candy bar.
Yeah, like a full-size candy bar, or some places would have like the popcorn machines and they would give you like fresh popcorn. I was like, "Ooh, this is a nice
That
neighborhood." But
sounds
yeah,
incredible.
so I know. Yeah, I would say probably that.
For me, it's basically anything involving my granddad. He's basically the man I strive to be like.
Mhm. Oh, that's really sweet. I think I remember you mentioning in one of your streams, like some
Mm.
memories with your granddad and like some funny stories. That's really nice that you have those memories with him. So
Anyway,
sweet.
final question. What's your favorite color?
It's yellow. That's my favorite color. It has been for a really long time. Maybe green is number two. I'm not wearing it now, but my wedding ring is like a combination of green and yellow, so it has like both of my favorite colors. So
How does that
yeah.
work?
What do you mean, like the ring itself? Like,
How
why
do
is
you
it green and
make
yellow?
how do you make metal into uh green and yellow?
So the stone is green, it's an emerald, and the band is yellow gold because, yellow gold is yellow.
Ah.
Yeah. What about you? I know John's favorite color, but I don't know your favorite color.
Well, he had a habit of changing it every few months back when we were kids.
That's
Used to
so
be
funny.
easy to tell, but it's blue.
Mm.
Did I
Oh, okay.
tell the story of how blue became my favorite color?
I don't think so. If it's similar to John's story, I think I know, but I want to hear it.
Anyway, so I'm a triplet. 3 of us were born, and as babies, we were completely indistinguishable. So
Yeah.
my dad, being the genius that he is, he said, "Hey, well, my grandma." He's like, "Hey,
Mhm.
mom, can you go down to the gift shop and get some 3 different colors of nail polish?" And she said, "Okay." She came back with blue, green, and red. Uh,
Nice.
they painted our big toenail each of the colors, uh, and that was how we they told us apart because it was either that or come back every time they got us confused and do a DNA test.
Yeah.
And then everyone just caught on. Oh, blue is James, green is Joseph, John is red,
Mhm.
and they just started getting us clothes and toys and backpacks and all that stuff in those colors. And I was like, oh, this blue color, it's really nice.
Mhm. That's awesome. Yep, that is the story that I've heard, but it's such a good one. So, blue is still your favorite color to this day then?
Yeah,
Okay. That's pretty awesome. I bet there's like lots of pictures of the three of you in like little outfits. I
too
feel
many
like
to
if
count.
I Oh yeah. I feel like if I had a twin or a triplet, I would have no choice but to do that. Like
Yeah.
cool.
Anyway, sorry for the late end. I need to call my grandma back. Sorry.
No. Oh no, no, you're fine. But thanks for having me and for your questions. This was super fun. I appreciate you.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, no problem. Say hi to your grandma for me.
All right, bye.